Coach, back to work today. Just how excited are you guys to get back on the ice?
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this for a while, to get camp going and started over here at the Ice Palace. It's been a long time coming, long summer. So we're off to a good start here on day one.
What are some of the things you're looking for early on from this team that you want to see before you guys get going with the season?
We're a little bit down on numbers right now. We haven't seen the full trickle down from the NHL, AHL, and our roster hasn't filled up quite yet. So early in camp, we're just looking for some pace. We're looking to evaluate some of the personnel that we have in here, trying to earn a spot, and looking for some guys that can do some things. We're not working as much on the plays or the structure and all the system stuff. We're just looking for guys to come out here and compete and show us ultimately what they can bring to this organization, this team.
A few guys back from last year's playoff run, just what does that do coming into a new season?
Experience in this league is huge, and not just from a standpoint of you get a guy that's played in the league for 8, 9, 10 years. Not from that sense necessarily, but it's nice that guys that know me as a coach, know the organization, know Charleston, they can help our group adjusting to life in South Carolina. And that's a huge, huge thing, especially in this league when there's so much turnover. You basically have a brand new team every year. So anytime you can have 4 or 5 guys back from the previous year that know how I expect us to play and know the organization, know Charleston, always helps.
With so much turnover, what can you expect from this group?
That's the $1 million question. I feel like our roster looks good right now. I feel like we've got the pieces here, and our affiliates have, or the players that we've received already from our affiliates are guys that can make a difference in this league. So I think on paper we look good, but it's always an unknown when you bring a brand new group together to see how they're going to play and how they're going to mesh. But I expect big things from this group, and I think we'll be all right.
One of the big changes is having 2 affiliates this year at Boston and Washington. Yeah. Do you expect more talent to be coming down? Do you expect to have kind of a fuller roster once things trickle down?
Yeah, that's the big change for this year. We changed the model a little bit. We went with the dual affiliation, which means we're going to have a lot more affiliated players. Washington and Boston are going to control our roster more than in the past, where I was able to pick and choose who we wanted. Now Boston and Washington are going to be giving a lot of our players. So it's on me and Ryan as the coaches to work with these young prospects and get the most out of them and make sure they're helping us win hockey games down here in South Carolina, as well as developing their individual skills. So it's a little bit of an unknown where anytime you're getting guys from your affiliate. But in the past, we feel like Boston and Washington, giving players in the ECHL, they've all been quality players and helped ECHL teams win a lot of games.
You got a big boost with Jakaitis coming back this season. What's his timetable for being ready to go?
We're not going to push Jeff Jakaitis and rush him back in any way. When he's ready to go, he will. I can tell you he won't be anywhere near the start of the regular season. We're looking closer to into November, December type, depending on how these last couple months of his rehab go. But we're in no rush. Jeff Jakaitis is a veteran. He's been in this league. We'll let him sort of dictate how his injury is healing up, and that'll determine when he gets back on the ice and plays in some games for us.
Do you have an idea who will be in goal until then, or is that kind of one of the things you got to wait for?
Yeah, it's already, I know the goaltender position in the ECHL is always a bit of an unknown, and there's already been a couple of injuries in Washington, so that'll take one of the guys that we were supposed to get from Washington away. So that's where my job kicks up, and I got to find someone that can come in here and help us. We expect to get somebody from Boston in the next couple of days. Down here we have Rob Gunderson in here as well, so we feel good about the goaltender position, and probably you can expect another goaltender to come in by the end of the week.
You also have a great fan support at the Coliseum. What does it mean to you and the players to see the kind of support out here the first day of camp?
Huge, and I can tell you this, from recruiting in the summer, Charleston and this organization, when players talk about it around the league, and these guys aren't from anywhere around here, they're from Minnesota or Canada, Western Canada, people know about South Carolina and the organization down here in the great city of Charleston, and guys want to play here. Guys want to play here. My phone rings off the hook in the summer about guys that want to be a part of this down here and know how special of a city it is and how great the fan base is, and the Coliseum top to bottom. It's in my opinion, the premier place to play in the ECHL, and I think a lot of players around the league agree with that.